Previously on How to Get Away with Murder.
Stanford, I want you to come with me.
This is Connor Walsh. I'm calling to say that I won't be attending. I killed Lila.
You did it for Sam.
She can't know.
Frank was just doing what he was told.
You want to change your life? Are you happy just to stay Annalise Keating's bitch?
Sorry. I did this to you. I did it. Sam, it was me. I did this. She won't forgive herself. She can never know.
It was Sam.
It was the both of them. Where is he?
Annalise.
He needs to go.
Hello? Frank?
My father, he's dead.
He's very much alive, and his name is Wallace Mahoney.
I think I'm your son. Why would you think that? Annalise Keating. Just asking for directions. I don't live here. I was a little lost. He just stepped out of the office, so I stopped him. He seemed angry.
Because you interrupted a phone call he was on?
Yeah.
And the person on the other end, when we speak with them, they'll verify you were just asking for directions?
Of course.
Exactly what he said.
He was on the phone.
Not your father. Frank.
Wanna go find him, meet your dad? That's his office. You sure? He's your freaking father. You have a right to meet him.
Yeah, but Annalise made me promise.
It was her idea. She knows you. How nosy you are. But you want to call her, make sure she's down with this.
Don't.
I'm just gonna say hi, that's all. And I'm here for backup in case things get out of hand.
Explain that to me. No. The minute I show up, gossip starts, and then this, what we've been doing, that's all anyone is going to talk about. Hold on a second. Can I help you? I think I'm your son. Why would you think that? Annalise Keating. I would have run, but the driver was parked right there. And I looked for Frank, but his car was gone.
I'm so sorry, Wes.
For what?
Frank. He did this for me.
You asked him to shoot my father?
No.
Yeah, how is this for
Listen
you?
to me, okay? Just listen. Your father hurt me too. In the worst way. I didn't know. Because Frank hid it from me for years. Tonight was his way of making things right.
How does this make anything right?
It doesn't.
He took me there on purpose, told me it was your idea.
He's using you against me. He knows that I can hurt him. But I can't now, can I? Now when he could go to the police with the truth. That you're actually Wallace Mahoney's son. Get up. Your father's dead. Frank did that. And neither of these men are worth losing ourselves over. They're gone for good.
and we need to let them go.
I'm going green. Pick at the shell. On the bottom. On the bell.
Hey, stranger.
Hey. When did you get back into town?
A week ago, when I texted you.
Right. Sorry. I went with Maggie up to her parents' cabin. There wasn't really reception.
You met Maggie's parents already?
No, it was just the two of us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First day. Can't be late. Homies, over here.
Mr. C8? Miss A8? It's your new seats. I got here early to make sure we weren't stuck next to some Wayne ball.
He doesn't realize that's him.
Oh, please tell me I'm in the back somewhere. I need to catch up on my sleep.
No, B4, but the good news is I'm right behind you.
Oh, of course, you're all here.
Why wouldn't we be here?
We've all seen the rankings. You think there's any way you'd all be in this class if Keating wasn't teaching it?
Excuse
That's
me?
aggressive.
Are you serious, bro? You want to step to us like that and class hasn't even begun yet?
Actually, I'm just trying to step to my seat.
Congratulations. You've each been hand-chosen to take part in my very first criminal law legal clinic. And here, you're not just students, but actual practicing lawyers responsible for your own cases and clients. You finally get to be me. Someone is clearly upset I didn't pick them for this class. This clinic is pro bono. We only represent people who can't afford their own lawyers. You will each compete to become first chair. Some of you will end up defending several clients, while the lamer of you will never step foot in front of a judge. Now, who will that be? Let's start. Kareem Asef, a refugee from Iraq who came here 10 years ago with his 2 children. Cut to a year ago, Kareem is driving his 2 children to school. The police stop him and find over 2 ounces of marijuana. Kareem pleads guilty to possession with the intent to distribute and serves 12 months. And now he faces additional legal trouble. What could that be? Ms. Leibowitz.
An intent to distribute would make him subject to deportation.
Well, Kareem has a green card. Shouldn't that allow him to stay in the U.S.? Mr. Montgomery.
No, the court doesn't look at deportation as an additional form of punishment.
What Supreme Court decision is Mr. Montgomery referencing, Ms. Pratt?
I don't know.
Surprise, surprise.
Care to back up that smack talk, Mr. Drake?
The Supreme Court case, Feng Yi Ting v. United States, decided 1893. Justice Horace Gray delivered the plurality opinion.
Show off. All right, tomorrow, each of you will get a chance to present a defense that keeps Kareem in this country. Now, I'll pick 2 of you for first and second chair, but be careful. Winning means that you carry the fate of this entire family in your hands.
wonder why people think I favor you.
Wait, you aren't at all concerned?
About what?
The flyer?
It's a piece of paper.
It says killer on it.
I've been called worse. Everything's fine. The police have moved on. Nothing bad's happened all summer.
Like that means anything.
It means we're safe. And you want to know why? We're good people now. Say it to yourself until you believe it.
Ray Fonseca fired his lawyer. They're holding him on extortion and bribery.
He's a gang leader, Bonnie.
A gang leader with a lot of money.
Stop it. This is hard enough without you dangling carrots in my face.
I just came to say that I am going to Mexico for the summer.
I thought your father couldn't go back to Mexico.
He can't. I'm visiting my mom.
And Frank? Will he be there too?
He left me too, you know.
Do I know?
You were the one I called when I realized he was missing.
You mean when his bitch ass ran away?
Which I knew nothing about. And is that what you honestly think of me? That I'd be okay with what he did to Wes?
Quiet.
I've been on your side the entire time, helping you every time you ask me, so I don't deserve this. Be angry at Frank. Just do not be angry at me.
There's no gray area here, Laurel. It's him or it's me.
He's dead to me.
Good. Bring me back some tequila. My body's sick of vodka.
It's Frank. Leave a message.
Your mailbox isn't full, so I know that means you're checking your messages and not dead somewhere. I just wanted to say... Oh, I hate you. Do you mind if we record this so that Professor Keating can monitor what we say? Your daughter Faiza believes you were the victim of profiling.
That's not true.
Are you sure? Because if we can convince the judge there was discrimination in your
I
case...
refuse to play that card.
Even if it makes a convincing story?
Turn off the recording.
We need to use every advantage we have.
Turn it off, and I'll explain.
Our client already pled guilty. We all know that. So I suggest we have Kareem say just these 3 simple words to the judge. I am sorry. Any excuse or denial will only serve to hurt him, whereas remorse will show that he has learned his lesson and is ready to return to society as a fully rehabilitated citizen.
Well done, Mr. Drake.
That's his big idea, an apology, a ween ball.
Mr. Millstone?
Well, because it's immigration court and there's no jury, my idea is to target the personality of the judge.
And provide a reason why Kareem would purchase that much marijuana. For example,
We could apply for asylum, argue that we don't know the new dangers that he could face back in Iraq.
Work as an informant to the FBI, trading information on radical members of his community. which would then allow us to revisit
the judge's office. And while her clerk wasn't exactly forthcoming, I did find out that she's a grandmother.
We could hit home the idea that his life is more valuable here than in Iraq, thereby persuading the judge to order...
Stay of removal is the best thing for all parties involved. This will allow us time to delay and prove.
Smoking marijuana helps with symptoms of PTSD, so even though Kareem's test came back negative, we could argue...
an expungement or...
appeal to the judge's maternal instincts. And while this wouldn't be helpful in most cases, with immigration court, the decisions are often left to the judge's discretion.
Professor Keating?
Excuse me, I'm in the middle.
The pot wasn't Kareem's. It was his daughter's. He didn't know she was dealing until the cop found the drugs. So then he said they were his in order to protect her.
What do you suggest we do with that information?
We could go to the original prosecutor and explain that he was just being a good father.
So they deport his daughter instead?
No, she hasn't been in Iraq since she was 6.
Do you think our immigration courts really care? You're out, Miss Castillo.
What?
Mr. Gibbons, your last out.
I didn't finish.
You're out, too. Impress me.
Research shows hearing from family and friends is the most effective tactic to evade deportation. Knowing this, I talked to about a dozen of Kareem's friends, neighbors, even his imam at the mosque, and they all agreed to testify as character witnesses.
Finally, a practical strategy we can use in court. Mr. Gibbons, your first chair. Mr. Drake, you're his second. The rest of you, do better.
Professor Keating?
I didn't pick you because your mom was an immigrant.
I know. I just wanted to talk to you about my opening statement. I have a draft here.
You wrote an opening for a case you hadn't been assigned to yet?
I had a good feeling.
Why are you always stalking me? Well, at least it shows a good photo.
You want to get in?
Sure. Oh, feels good.
Right?
You haven't returned my calls.
I'm just trying to disconnect. Be happy or something.
Get that?
Okay. I think Oliver's gonna ask you for a job. I need you to promise me that you'll say no. I haven't asked for much. I mean, anything, really.
Oliver's never coming to work for me.
You swear? Because he'll find things out.
We'd ruin him.
Yeah, exactly. He'd become the new Asher.
I won't let that happen. You have my word?
I could encrypt the firm's files, update your firewalls. That way no one like me could hack you, because I totally could. Not that I haven't, so don't worry, but you're very vulnerable. Here's my proposal. Also, the thing that I really wanted to tell you is I admire you, and I know what other people say about you, but...
What do they say?
No, not about you specifically, but, defense attorneys. I think it's so unfair, because what I see you do is help people who can't help themselves. I want to be a part of that.
I'm not hiring anyone right now.
I deleted Connor's Stanford acceptance. I knew they might call to send a follow-up email, so I hacked their system and had those rerouted to me. He doesn't know.
But you're telling me?
I know what you do here. That it's not always good. So I just wanted to be very clear with you. I can be bad too.
Who wants another mojito?
Oh, keep them coming.
Oh, none for me.
Oh, because you're pregnant with Frank's baby.
No, because I'm trying to be a good student.
Boring.
I didn't know we were having a party.
Where were you?
I went for a walk in the park. Hashtag unemployment.
Dog, that makes it sound like you were cruising for that D.
So, how was everybody's summer? Any new significant others besides Wes's little lady?
Not me. Ask Laurel. She's single again.
You still haven't heard from Frank?
Nope.
I bet he's living in South America, just off the fat of the land, whacking bush. Gotta miss that beard.
I don't.
I should go.
Want to get it in with Maggie Waggy?
That's not her actual name, right? It's Megan or Margaret.
I'm going to go work on Kareem's case.
Who chooses to call themselves Maggie?
Am I in the spot?
Oh, God, yes. Someone put up a flyer of me on campus. It said killer. Don't worry, it's probably just some student whose feelings I hurt.
You telling the president?
So she has reason to be up my ass again? No.
It's harassment, Annalise.
I know, I shouldn't have told you.
All I'm saying is, whoever did this could be unstable.
I'm unstable. Maybe they need to be protected from me. Your turn. I said roll over.
Oh, yeah, that feels good.
Sorry to barge in.
What now?
Well, you know how I'm not really talking to my mom? Well, that means I'm not getting any support from her financially, and with next year's tuition due, I need a loan, basically. Think I'm joking?
No, I think you're serious.
Please, Annalise, I'm really struggling here.
Yeah, because your white ass has struggled a day in its life.
Okay, my white ass is only in this position because of you.
Excuse me?
My dad was perfectly happy to pay my way, but now he's dead because I chose you over him.
Well, that's your version of the truth, not mine. You need some money, get a job like everyone else.
Sure.
I should have looked into Kareem's public defender, argued ineffective assistance of counsel.
My perfect breasts are in your face. And you want to talk about the case?
Right. Stay put. We got options. Ooh. The extender. Not that I need it.
Are those from the bowl in the hallway?
Just one of the perks of the new crib.
Asher, are you in there?
Sorry, I'm on duty.
Miladies?
Show him.
Bad. If it's a rash, you go to the infirmary for that.
Chad texted her back, but she doesn't know what it means. It means she's over me, right?
Hey, look, we're gonna have a conversation later about having conversations, but now I need you to peer process this. Hey, what are you doing? Get naked.
I'm a grown-ass woman. I can't be having sex in dorm rooms.
Of course you can, otherwise you're just discriminating against me because I'm poor now.
Welcome to America.
Don't worry, you can't mess this up. Because there's no way to win. The defense only wins 3% of the cases in this court, which means you literally have nothing to lose. Just try to enjoy it.
Kareem Assef is a good man. A dedicated father, a kind neighbor. He steps up when help is needed.
So corny. Poor Kareem.
Poor Kareem's children.
He's a leader in his community, but you don't have to take my word for it. Take theirs. The 15 people who've come to attest to the upstanding character of my client.
Okay, he's kind of killing it.
Each person you see here has their own story of his selflessness, generosity, good citizenship, and above all, his integrity.
She's so predictable.
What? I know how to win.
I was thinking about the drug charge. How if we could prove Kareem's public defender provided ineffective assistance of counsel.
Hey, that was my idea.
Except you didn't go to the public defender to record him saying this.
Did you or did you not tell your client that pleading guilty would cost him his green card?
I'm saying I don't know.
He doesn't remember. But Padilla v. Kentucky says defense attorneys must advise clients about risks of deportation when pleading guilty.
Mr. Drake, you're out.
What?
This part just turned this case on its head. Why don't you take my place? Mr. Walsh with me. You two stall.
I'd like to call the defense's first witness to the stand, Mr. Nassim Darwish, our client's imam at his mosque.
You just give the name, young lady. No biography.
Sorry.
Did you or did you not tell your client that pleading guilty would cost him his green card?
I'm saying I don't know.
Sign the motion to vacate. I'll be out of your hair.
You said I don't know. That doesn't mean he didn't tell your client.
Doesn't mean he did either.
I need my boss to sign off on it. And let's face it, Annalise, he's not about to help you after all the crap you put us through this year.
And what does Mr. SF do at your hardware store?
He's our stockroom manager.
And just what does that job entail?
Taking care of the stockroom.
The defense calls Miriam Mahmoud Faizan to the stand.
Carol Lund.
Jody Mayer.
Khalid El Bauer.
Ashley Chang.
Owen Marconi.
Katrina Barber.
Bakram
Gina
Azar.
Brown. Stephen Mason.
Molly Bricky.
This is what we'll do. Drop the original charge to possession only. You get your guilty plea, but it's a misdemeanor now. That way my client has a chance of remaining with his family. Everyone wins.
What about the daughter? I can make her cry on the stand.
Or she'll end up telling the truth.
Ms. Winterbottom, either call your next witness or I'm making my decision.
We'd like to call Faiza Asaf, Your Honor.
I told her at least she can't testify.
He'll buy us time.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Your Honor, I have a new plea to present to the court.
Approach.
This reduces Mr. Asef's felony to a misdemeanor, which makes him eligible to remain in the country. I move for his immediate release.
Your Honor, Mr. SF pled guilty to this charge months ago.
Let's take a recess and I'll give my decision after.
Mr. Walsh.
We're gonna win this thing, right?
Who the hell knows? We need to talk about your boyfriend.
What?
I'm gonna hire him.
No. You looked me in the eye and
Do
promised.
you know he deleted your Stanford acceptance? And he has the capacity to hack my files, God forbid. Point is, he's farther down the rabbit hole than we thought. I'll hire him to work in a clinic. We'll bury him in busy work. No more sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. Sound good? They're not gonna file anything. Get up. Michaela.
I know now why you're not supposed to meet your heroes.
You're gonna pick a fight after I saved your drunk ass from jail?
I was drunk. I am totally sober now.
Say what you need to say.
No.
This is a child's behavior. You're better than this.
Oh my God. Was that a compliment?
You're very smart and pretty. Is that what you want to hear? Get in the car.
God, you can't just expect us to be like you. I am trying. I am, but the idea that we're just supposed to go back to being normal, become stupid lawyers. Well, I'm not normal anymore.
Oh, you were never normal. You just didn't know it until now.
You're such a bitch.
You're strong enough to run away from a bad family, so you're strong enough to get through this. That's why I never worried about you. Next time you want to drink yourself silly, call me. I have a full liquor cabinet and I won't let you drive home drunk. Okay? Now let's go. We look like we're working the corner at this point.
We are back on the record in the deportation proceeding of Kareem SF. Mr. SF, it troubles me deeply that you pled guilty to a distribution charge you're now saying you did not commit. Can you tell me why you did this?
I hoped it would minimize the chances of me getting deported.
So you lied under oath.
Your Honor, I think you should stick to the law.
Yes, and I'm sorry for that.
Mr. Esseff, this admission calls into question your integrity as well as everything positive that was said about you in this courtroom today. I've therefore come to the conclusion that despite the excessive community support shown here, I'm going to order your deportation.
Objection. The prior felony has been vacated.
Sit down.
Judge, there's no legal obligation to
Enough.
this.
Up to your discretion. Just let me tell them the truth.
Stop it.
But nothing about this
It's such a waste.
Justice is the exception. You should know that by now. Take the anger that you're feeling and put it into your next case.
Hey, so you're gonna be mad, but Annalise offered me a job and I want to take it, so...
Yeah, she told me. I think it's a great idea.
You do?
Yeah, I do. She also told me about Stanford. Is it true? All right, here's the thing. The fact that you felt that you had to do that, and that tells me that, I wasn't listening when you said that you didn't want to move. I was just putting my feelings before yours. And I'm sorry for that.
You're sorry?
Yeah.
This isn't okay. You get to be angry.
But I'm not.
Well, you should be.
Says who?
Anybody who hears this story. I stole an amazing opportunity from you.
And I'm forgiving you.
Which isn't okay. You should be pissed off. And yelling. But the fact that you're not is... Maybe we're just both messed up, or the sex is so good that we can't see it, but this is not what a healthy relationship looks like.
We're the best relationship that I know.
Well, that's really sad.
How is that sad? I love you, Oliver.
Oh, seriously? That's your response to finding out I lied to you?
Everyone lies in relationships.
No, I don't. Or at least I don't want to be someone who does, so...
So? So what?
I love you. I love you so much.
Okay, now you're scared.
Hey, let me say this. You've been so good to me. Like you stayed with me, even when most guys would have run, but you didn't even bat an eye. You just loved me.
You loved me back?
I know, but I'm different now than when we first met.
Is that my fault?
It's not your fault. I just don't know who I am anymore.
Well, we all go through that.
Yeah, but I think it would be better for me if I went through it alone.
So what? You're saying that do you want to take a break or something?
I think we should break up.
Professor Keating, I'm so sorry to make you wait.
You're the new president. Everyone wants a piece of you. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Let's see how long I last. Please have a seat. Oh, first, let me say, I'm an admirer. You've broken many a glass ceiling on this campus.
That's nice, but not true.
Take the compliment.
Thank you.
You're wondering why you're here.
I am.
We've decided to transition you into a research position this year and have a new professor teach Introduction to Criminal Law. I wanted you to hear directly from me, as I know how important that class is to you. We simply think it's the best decision for you and the university.
Because you know what's best for me?
I'm on your side, Annalise. There's not that many of us.
Then fire me for real.
Nobody wants that.
Then what do you want? Because Seems to me you're punishing one of your most esteemed professors due to tragedies in her personal life.
Actually, it's precisely because of your performance as a professor that we've made this decision. The students who work at your firm have historically graduated at the top of their class. The 5 from this year, however, all rank in the bottom 10%.
How about a pro bono clinic?
Annalise.
My reputation's a concern for you, that's clear. So why not give me a chance to repair it?
I'll circle back with the others. Let you know what they think. You see this?
Good thing it's not a real newspaper.
President contact you yet?
I'm ignoring your calls.
You think it's Frank putting them up?
No.
Because he's dead? I'd understand. He could destroy us all if he wanted.
Like I don't know that. It's all Sam's fault. He's the one who made me hire Frank. Now look. I'm no killer, Bonnie. And God forbid I let Frank make me into one. That's just not worth it.
Sorry, I thought you were Maggie.
Who decorated?
Yeah.
Maggie's idea?
She's really nice.
Nicer than me, you mean?
I didn't say that.
Why are you being such a jerk? Fine. I'll go.
No, Laurel.
You don't even respond to my texts.
I'm sorry.
I don't want you to be sorry. I just want you to talk to me.
I want that too.
Well, then what's wrong?
When I look at you, all I see is Frank. And I need to forget what he did.
I will never forgive him for what he did to you. You know that, right?
Of course. I wish I didn't equate you with him.
Maggie's on her way. I should go. Hi. Hi. I'm Laurel. I'm Wes's friend. I was just here to drop off an outline.
Wait, like the Laurel?
Wes talks about you all the time. He does?
Yes. And no handshakes. I'm a hugger.
Now the wind, now a voice it carries, you know the one this time. Now a breath, now a name I'm calling, yours is the one this time. Wait a second.
I found him. So, do or die. What do you want to do? You there? Annalise. Annalise. Hang up the phone. I said hang up.
You got a creaky stair. I can fix it if you want. Hey. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the wind, now a voice carries. I know the one this time.
Please, now, just calm down.
Who is it?
A little respect, please.
Who is it?
Tell me. Tell me.
Man, I'm not authorized to let you.
No, I know.